Hi everyone, Linda here. I am April's card of the month over at Your Paper Pantry person. And this month we're making cards, birthday cards for children. So I thought it'd be fun to make these box cards. And I thought I could give them to my grandchildren. This one I used some stickers from the Dollar Tree, and it was kind of cool because they're symmetrical. So you could put them front and back, so no matter which way you looked at it, you could see the monkey from the front and the back. So this is a little happy birthday one. And around the edges, those big pictures, they're actually stickers from when I was scrapbooking a long time ago. And so this one was really fun. This one is the style I'm going to show you. I did some with the silhouette. I cut some out and had the curved edges and stuff. Again, I used more stickers and bling, and it was fun using up the stuff that I had. And see, they fold up really nice and fit into an envelope. So they'll be great cards. And I think they're just fun for the little ones to open up. And they're really very easy and a lot of fun to make. And then this is the one I made for my grandson. His birthday's next summer, and he will be 2. And I used all the little monkeys. And this one has the curved edges. I tried cutting this one myself to make the curved edges, but it didn't work so good. But still, I covered it all up with all kinds of fun things. So it'll be a great card to make. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make that. And you're going to get a piece of paper ready, your scoreboard, and we'll get started on that. So I have a piece of paper that's 9 by 5. I'm going to score it all the way down first, and then the second score you aren't going to go all the way through. So the first one I'm going to do it at 2 1/8 all the way down. Then it's 4 2/8 and 6 3/8. 1, 2, 3. And then 8 1/2. And this 8 1/2 is where the tab, this little 1/2 inch is where you glue it. And so this piece is going to be the long piece in the back, the one back here, so you don't want to score through there. So then I'm going to turn it this way, and I want my top, I don't want to do it exactly in the middle because then the flap comes all the way down. So if you make a mistake and it's all right, but I want it to be able to put a little trim around the bottom of them, or just show some of that. So this is scored at 2 1/4, but I'm going to stop here because this is the back piece. So 2 1/4, and I'm going to come all the way down to this line. All right, and then these lines are my cut lines for making the flaps. So I am going to cut this one and I'm going to cut this one completely off. So I want to do that like that. All right, and then I'm going to cut just to that score line. And then I'm going to decide which side I want out. And so I have to decide, do I want that yellow part in the back and these seahorses and then the mermaids down there? I did cut out some little squares for on here. And I do want to put mermaids on there. And these have little submarines. This also goes with the paper pad that I was using. It's a K & Company Daydream pack. So I think I want it that way. So I'm going to fold these like this. Fold the flaps down, not this one. And this is the little gluing flap. So I'm going to glue that together like that. The reason I wanted to make this one is I have a lot of mermaid stickers in these. I have some mermaids and I have some of these, and I thought it'd be fun to do this because it had the submarine. Alright, so I have this. Oh, I should have made sure I folded it really good. And then I'm going to take and put these little submarines. I'm going to find one that I want the best in the front. So I'm going to put that one in there. And these I cut 2 by 2. so there'd be a little bit of room around it. So then I want to cut a piece for the back here, and I think I want to cut that out of that blue too. This is the paper pad. It's really old. I got it at TJ Maxx. So this should be a 2-inch piece too. Let me think what I'll do is get some of these in there. This should be 5 inches, 2 by 5. Might make it just a little, make it 4 3/4 because of. And I'm going to just put that piece in there. Now, I could take my cropper and corner around everything and corner around all this, but you know, if you're a person that doesn't have all that stuff, you don't need it. I have a friend who's really good at resisting buying all the latest gadgets, which is not me at all. I love to have all the gadgets, but sometimes you just can't do that, and sometimes you start running out of room. All right, so that's the basic card, basic box, and it'll fold up like this, but now I have to cut the other little pieces that go inside, and those are 3 1/8, because you have to have a 1/2 inch. So it's going to be 3 1/8 by 2 3/4. So 3 1/8 by 2 3/4. I think I want to use this piece, and this isn't going to be as long as this, but it doesn't really have to be. It's just the part that you're going to glue on there. The important part is this part going across. So this is 2 1/8 is what, you know, the space is. So we have to add an inch for the 1/2 inch. So we're going to do 2 of them at 3 1/8. And then score those at a 1/2 inch for the folds. And when you score it, you 1/2 inch, it's a good idea to flip it over because you're going to fold it like a zigzag fold like this, forward and back. Now, really this piece should be as long as this, but I really wanted to have that ocean and I want to use up my paper. So when I glue it in here, I'm just going to hold it up here. It doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom. Okay. So forward and then back. Feels so good to be using up some of this stuff that I have. And then we're going to take glue, and I like to use, like I said, this a quick drying glue, but yeah, again, it doesn't matter if you want to stand there and hold it. Alright, so what I do is I set it in there, but then I fold it so I make sure it's in the right place and that it's at the top. Because sometimes I've put it in and then I couldn't fold it. So if you put it in there, you'll know you folded it right. Okay, I really want this to be forward a little bit more. So let's make sure, oops. Well, it's going to be where it's going to be, I guess. And you can kind of see the ocean down there. I guess it wasn't that important. Alright, so I'm going to put the other one in. And they both, you know, like this side goes forward and that side goes back. Again, I'm folding it so that they get in the right place. Got some glue on here. Okay, so yeah, this one's got to come forward a little bit. All right. So when you look down inside, it should look like that. And then the rest of it's just taking pieces of acetate, and you know, like the acetate from the back of this would work. In fact, let me try just cutting this right around here. And it doesn't have to be a big piece. I don't like this flower because it says the date on it. This one says hugs, and that's better. So I'm going to put that on there. Then I can put another one on the back of it. That just hold it on there a little better. And then you put some glue on it, and then you just stick it in wherever you want it. And I like to put a lot of things on it. Now, you probably won't find a flower in the sea, so I might not use that one. But I could use these fish and this and the bubbles. So, and it looks like, well, they kind of look alike. These aren't the same stickers that I had. I got this acetate, I think I told you this at Tuesday morning. I really like this because it's really heavy and it's going to hold up good. So I think I'll put some bubbles, because these bubbles almost look alike, front and back. I think this one's going to be a little bigger. But you don't have to put it on the front and the back of it. Now, see, that's not going to be the same, but that's okay. That's okay. You can just keep playing with it or touch it to some cotton to take the sticky off of it. And then it won't stick to anything. And then you put it on there. And really, like the fish, I could put on and just by themselves. Like I said, you can take your sweatshirt or whatever you have, some baby powder, whatever, just to take the stick off of it. I think I'll put on this seahorse because he's pretty cool. And then I have to find my mermaids. I'm not sure where they are right now. But see, I stuck him on there, and he's sticking to the acetate. Now I just have to take the stick off of him. And, you know, you really aren't going to see the back of them in the card, so that's not the most important thing. But anyway, then you just keep putting all these little pieces on here until you get it like you like it, until it makes you smile, and then you're done. Like that, okay? So here are my cards. I'll put the measurements that I used down below, but like I said, these files you can get on the Silhouette Cut. They're called box cars, and or you can do them all yourself. This one's kind of top heavy. Alright, so I hope I'll see you over at Your Paper Pantry. We have a lot of fun, and we make a lot of fun things. This is the Cards All Year Challenge. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.